said again, I don't think it's really impacted on people that they've actually gone, hang on, sorry, what's going on? Which is that the Defence Minister, who did not talk about this during the election, is now openly talking about Australian troops being sent to train the forces in Ukraine. Here's what the Defence Minister had to say today, and think about that. When all of this started, 230 something days ago, did you honestly think Australian troops would end up in it? Well, that's what might be about to happen.
So yes, we will be working up further support for Ukraine, and that's a conversation that we're having with him.
Okay, so sending troops to train Ukrainian troops.
Well, I mean, training is one of the measures that is being looked at.
Well, hang on here, Horsey. Corey, how do you feel about Australian troops getting involved in this? I understand we're already sending all sorts of support and the rest of it. I think it was very expensive selfie that the Prime Minister had with Zelensky, but then again, Zelensky's ringing Luke Skywalker at the moment to become the ambassador to his drone force. So, he might just be a little bit into the stars right now. Again, I understand what the cause is. I understand who the aggressor is. None of us want Russia to be doing anything other than being pushed back and pulling its head in. But should Australian forces be involved in this? Because obviously if American forces were, then that's going to trigger NATO and a whole bunch of stuff and off to World War III. But what, Australian troops first?
Paul, I have very strong views about this, and they're not altogether in line with perhaps popular opinion. I think Australia should have nothing to do with this war whatsoever. It doesn't involve us. 2 years ago, every media outlet around the world was saying how corrupt Ukraine was, that it was filled with white supremacist neo-Nazis who were torturing, ethnic Russians in the Donbass region, and suddenly it's now filled with saints and martyrs and people protecting their turf. There are no goodies in this battle, none. People are getting rich out of it. I think it's a disgrace what's going on over there. And the worst thing is there are credible reports, they haven't been denied at all, credible reports that a ceasefire, a peace settlement had been basically brokered between Ukraine and Russia, and Boris Johnson and Joe Biden's administration said, no, we're not ready for that yet. My question is, why haven't people tried to de-escalate this and found off-ramps? No one has tried that at all. They are simply trying to ramp up the dangers, the perils, the conflict, and I think it has a real chance of descending into World War III, and I don't want Australia to have 1 ounce of anything to do with it. Frankly, I wouldn't send a Bushmaster there, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, James, this sort of crab walking towards something. This isn't about de-escalation. This is about furthering of the war. Should Australian troops be involved in this?
No, I mean, I'm sorry, just a moment ago I spoke about how all of this stuff around, this energy transition was